Snowy Peak, so it's mountain resort. Okay. Well, I mean, there is one there, but it's from where I am. But that's all I'm gonna get. So, but that's fine. I mean, that's what more could I ask for, really? Sure. And it's even from right here. This is possibly the most convenient delivery that I've had so far, except for the distance I'm going to have to drive in order to get to the portal. But that's alright.
Keep right. Exit now.
Okay, fairly sure that I had right away there to get off the roundabout, but never mind. Who knows? I mean, I thought you weren't meant to enter a roundabout when there was traffic already on it, but the car just came zooming on onto it anyway, even though it's not clearly it wasn't a two-lane roundabout that I could see. There was no median line between, but no, they just came straight on. So now we have the trailer for the mountain resort. We've got a cheerful snowman, some gondolas, some snowy peaks, funnily enough. Actually, no, those are tents, I think. Yeah, those are tents. And some boots just randomly in the snow, it looks like. Yeah, what happens to the owner of those boots? Perhaps that snowman isn't quite as cheerful as we thought. Back up the way we came now, so we already know the scenery, unfortunately, and we've already been on this road as well. There's one intersection that we can hop off and drive around a little bit of, but largely very covered ground. Not quite what I wanted to achieve with this event. That is the unfortunate thing of, yeah, you take the contract out of Winterland to a particular city. Maybe it's one you haven't been to before, but unfortunately, unless it's close enough to another city, like in Albania, you would then have to drive specifically to another city to then look at jobs, which is what I should have done. In fairness, I should have driven to a different city and then looked at the contracts. But never mind, especially given that I have to drive all the way back up there anyway. Do some workout to your stream. This is a very chill workout you're doing. But I appreciate the commitment. Thank you. And I always appreciate any lurkers. I feel this would probably be better for yoga rather than working out. Do the downward truck position. So unfortunately this intersection up here, I have a couple of little bits that I haven't discovered, but it's very difficult to do those unless you just come from the north, go south, get off the motorway, cross, and then get back on again heading north, which is an option. We'll see whether or not we feel like doing further exploration in this game one of our goals for this year. It was a kind of stretch goal for 2024. We made some efforts when we had cause to come back into the game, then that was certainly something I was mindful of. But I wouldn't say that I made much progress, unfortunately. A lot of other games to play, a lot of other commitments.
Finding new route.
And then taking a holiday certainly didn't help. Well, it definitely helped, but it did then just meant that I fell behind on other things, and gathered a new backlog of videos to get through of trying to make travel videos out of the videos and photos that I took while I was over there. So that's an ongoing project. I might have finished going through all of the photos and videos from that trip before I take my next one, but there's no guarantees. Subnautica song? No, I do not have the Subnautica soundtrack on here because it's previously had issues with copyright claims. I think not even from unknown worlds, I think from someone else pretending to have the copyright.
Keep right.
So I remember at one point a bunch of people's videos of just gameplay had copyright claims against them.
Exit right.
So I don't actually have the music added to this one. A few other games. This one is from Avon Colony, for example.
Rerouting.
Winterland time again. Where do we come in this time? Oh, it's another one that we've been to before. That's... Ah, and I've got to go across the entire map to get to the mountain resort. That's a little bit annoying, given that there are two others that are much closer. And there isn't even like a shortcut road, like there is on some of the other parts of the map. Yeah, this is probably the most annoying place that it could have put me. It's, yeah, 3 hours of driving, it's like 10 minutes just to get across the map. That's the thing is, ugh, crunch. Did not stop in time there. I was thinking this was going to be pretty quick to get through all of these, and that I might even finish today. But the amount of extra driving that you do have to do across the Winterland area, especially when they decide to either A, have you play fetch with missing cargo, or B, pop you into a portal that doesn't actually go close to where you want to go. It just pads it out very unnecessarily. Bad enough that I had to drive so far just to get to a portal in the first place. There was so many more closer together in the Balkans. Iberia, it seems a little bit neglected. I guess it was just the nearest services.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Did remember to actually keep the power on as I go through the corner as well, just to keep a bit of traction, so that I don't just skid off into the snowbank. I don't even know what speed along here that the ETA is based off. We're just going to be charging through town anyway.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, the ETA is now tumbling because I'm apparently going much faster than I'm supposed to be. Hey, if you don't give me a speed limit, I'm just going to go as fast as I can wherever I'm going.
Turn right.
Nice scenic drive off to the left there that goes around that nice estate and back over the other side of the river. Not going to be trying to drive everywhere and doing everything in this session or even round of the Winterland event. I did all that last year, so check out that playlist. Struggle up the hill a little bit. Same with the viewpoints. There's a viewpoint there for the town area. Maybe if it had been more convenient if we were driving down past there. As it is, I am a little bit frustrated with them for the added driving that they're making me do. Whoop.
Turn
That could have gone
Turn right.
very nasty.
Turn right.
Interesting piece of road here. Especially the fact that it's 2 lanes on either side of this kind of central drift area. I would have expected this to be like 1 way each way. And that's why it would send me this way. It's odd that it's not that. Oh, that's where the gondola goes through, looks like. Mountain Resort, Spa Hotel. Big snowdrifts. Hey Frosty, internet is bugging, can't get the stream to play, but hope your day is going good. It's going alright so far. Shame about the stream not working properly, that's weird. I would suggest just refreshing, that's pretty much all I could really suggest. But I'm assuming you've probably tried that, so... And also, if the stream doesn't work, you're not going to be able to hear me, so that's a shame.
Turn right.
Turn right, he says. Yep, there is the manhole cover.
Good driving.
Why, thank you. Job delivery. Play it safe. Ah, I love when they just have me drive straight ahead. Fantastic. There we are. Oop, and overshoot, because we can't stop quickly enough on snow. There we go. Perfect. Another excellent delivery. That takes us to 7 out of 15, practically halfway, with all of the unique depots here covered off quite nicely. Now I was going to take a look at jobs and give it a little bit of a chance to see if we can go to places I've not been before. Lacq. Actually, interestingly, that is one of the towns in France I have not been. So that's interesting, but it is also from the post office, which is further away. I would prefer a delivery from the mountain resort, but, you know, I shouldn't be picky. If it's going to take me to a place that I haven't actually been before, I mean, that's what I wanted, right? Rijeka, I've been in Hrvatska. Romania, I've been everywhere. Osijek, I've been... Okay, yeah, so nothing. Poor Montenegro gets completely forgotten about with all of these deliveries. Croatia, I mean, Rijeka is at least close to Koper, so I could have hopped across to there, which is, I think, technically in Slovenia, but meh. And yeah, Albania, Montenegro getting woefully forgotten about. But we do at least have the opportunity to go to Lacq. Guess it's my lucky day. Unfortunately, that does mean that I do have to drive all the way up to the post office again.
Turn left.
But, oh well. It's a pretty straight run. I think the distance from the mountain resort to the post office is probably the shortest, and it certainly feels like the most direct. It'll, of course, want me to go across the mountain area, like go past the lake and then around it, but I'll just cut across the lake. So that's fine.
Get ready to turn right.
Then of course here we can not cut the corner. I thought that I could, but so we'll do one more delivery from Winterland, from the Europe side of things. And that'll leave us 7 deliveries that we can do an American Truck Simulator instead. Which originally, I wasn't going to do it like that. But I've got plenty of places still to explore in American Truck Simulator. I don't really have any more cities to visit, since they do tend to make it that the DLC events there, you have to visit every single city. You have to do a delivery to and from each unique city in each state, which hasn't been the case for the Europe ones, because there's far too many cities to cover. When you've got like 50 odd cities in Iberia, then that would be a little bit cruel and unusual. But there are still plenty of roads between the various cities that you never really get a chance to go down, so this will be our opportunity. So here, we want to be turning right to get across the lake, which I think it never recognises as a valid road, even though it is a drivable surface. So, go figure. But it also doesn't say that it's like a hidden route at all.
Make a U-turn now.
Strange.
Okay, let's find a new route.
It's a lake almost shaped kind of like a turtle. If you really squint. If you squint so much that your eyes are actually closed, then you might be able to see it. A little bit of a skid going on. And back up this way. Driving on a lake. Yep, a frozen lake, admittedly. You know. We haven't turned into Jesus or anything. We are driving on a frozen lake. I appreciate the fact that they did let you do that. I don't even know what I hit there. I guess the snowbank, but... So I appreciate that they let you drive on the lake. They could so easily have just made it an invisible wall. So, set waypoint to desired portal. We're not going to bother with any waypoints. I can see where I want to go, and that's to the east. So we go back across the lake. Now do it in real life. I don't think there's any frozen over lakes in New Zealand, really, at all, let alone near me. Certainly not in the North Island. It barely gets cold most places in the North Island to even snow, unless you're up in the mountains in the Central Plateau. And I don't believe there's any lakes that get frozen over. And even in the Southern Alps, I don't think it gets cold enough. We're a pretty temperate country generally. But there's definitely places that you could do this, like over in Hokkaido in Japan, they do like ice fishing on lakes where they'll just drive out onto it. Russia, they do that of course. Scandinavia, a lot of places will have frozen lakes that freeze to the extent that it's perfectly thick enough ice, and America too, I'm pretty sure America and Canada. Thick enough ice that you can just drive out onto. They do like ice fishing where you have to take a big auger and drill through like 2 feet of ice or something just to get to the water. The key is just knowing the surface and how strong it can be. I certainly wouldn't want to. I wouldn't feel particularly safe doing it, even though I know perfectly well that it can be safe. I'd let someone else do it first, and then I still probably wouldn't follow them. If nothing else, why would I? Like, at the end of the day, like, the beauty of a frozen lake is more looking at it from the shore. Not so much being on it and looking back at things. I don't know. It kind of defeats the purpose. Fairly sure one of the Top Gear specials way back in the day, they did a race on a frozen lake. I'm going to go the wrong way simply so that I can discover the entrance to the services and then turn around and drive properly on the motorway. So then I don't need to do it any other time. So it seems like the only way I've come along this road has been going the other direction. Well, going this direction, but on the correct side. So here I should be able to just turn around. I'll wait until the truck goes past though. I'll indicate, not that it'll help. hope that the cars slow down enough. And there we go. Except that now the area from the services, leaving the services, is not discovered. Ooh. Well, I'll be turning off up here and going south, which means that I'm not discovering the bit going straight through. So if I really want the map discovery, I have to come back this way somehow anyway, and then I just have to make sure I go through the services. But at least I don't have the tricky situation where I don't have the entrance to the services. If I only had the exit, that would be more annoying. Ah, there's a toll booth as well.
Then exit right.
I forgot that France had all the toll booths. No, not the ones you can just drive straight through either.
Exit right.
I'm guessing Lacq must have just been added on cards. I don't think I want cards, do I? I want one where it'll let me just go straight through. Yeah, there we go. So at least I didn't need to stop. That's a start. It could have been worse. There's a viewpoint down here too, actually. Ah, well. In that case, I'm guessing it must have been added as part of the Iberia DLC. Oh great, now you're making me have to go round the whole roundabout? So I don't expect that I'll be driving out from here. I'll be very surprised if I play this again before there's another map update. Actually no, I'll be playing it for the Greece DLC in the next few weeks. But that's a long way from here, and I don't really feel like taking a delivery from here all the way to Greece just to kick it off. I was hoping that I'd be finishing up in the Balkans. And I think that's probably what I'll do, is I'll likely garage travel to get to Albania again, perhaps? And then make our way down into Greece.
At the roundabout, take the third exit. Exit now.
There's a big solar farm. Nice. Next to what looks to be like a big refinery, I guess?
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, oil refinery looks like. Winterland.
Get ready to turn
Probably.
left.
I mean, I'm here, so let's see what's in the viewpoint. Industrial area of Lacq. Okay, well that's not spectacularly informative, but it is what it is. Yeah, definitely a big oil refinery. This is one of the ones where it's a shame I'm not here at night, because they always look so much cooler when lit up against the night sky. As opposed to, in the daytime, it just looks like a mess. There you go, the solar farms though look much nicer, and the village in behind. Very much a contrast between the modern industry and the medieval, presumably, village. So it's taken us like 3 hours just to do half of them. It's unfortunately longer than I thought it was going to take.
Turn left. We're here.
We're
Drop the
here.
load and go.
Drop the load and go. Well, I mean, yes, but you don't have to say it so callously. Where do you need it? So that's looping all the way back around or backing in? Yeah, let's just do that. This is a very cramped space for how large an area the refinery does occupy. This sort of delivery area, or the depot for pickup drop-off, very small. Another excellent delivery. And that is 5 from 5, 8 from 15, so we're complete in terms of this for Euro Truck Simulator 2. It says Euro Truck Simulator 2, American Truck Simulator, or both. But there's 5 different depots across both games, technically. I wonder now if I log into American Truck Simulator, is it going to say 5 out of 5? I would assume it will. So originally I was thinking I'd just do it all in Euro Truck Simulator, thinking that I'd be able to discover more areas that I haven't been, especially in the Balkan areas. But unfortunately we just didn't get deliveries to anywhere that we wanted to go. Well, to be fair, we got Tirana and we got Durrës. So that's half of Albania, so that's a good start. But only that half. I was hoping to get into Montenegro at all, and just didn't. Trieste and Koper we also need to explore at some point. There's also more roads in Austria and everything, so I mean there are options, we could continue on with that, but there's also a lot of places in American Truck Simulator that we haven't discovered completely in some of the new states. So I think we will actually split it up. Especially since it's taken me 3 hours, over 3 hours, to do 8 out of 15, which means it's likely to take me another 3 hours to do the other 7. And I don't have the time to do that now, that's for sure. So it's going to be a separate session, so it may as well be a separate game. So, for now, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.